Hi, I'm Jay. I'm going to guide you through a few breathing exercises, and at the end of each exercise, I'll invite you to pause the recording if you would like, and at that time you can jot down any feeling that has come up for you, any observations that you are making about your body, if there are any images or words or memories that have surfaced. And at that time, you can jot them down and use that as the start to a journal entry. So I'll let you know when it's time to do that. The first breathing exercise that we'll practice, I'll guide you through, is a relaxation technique, and then we'll incorporate a grounding technique. The benefit of both of them is that it helps to relax the parasympathetic nervous system. And that's the part that's responsible for stress and anxiety. And so by practicing these breathing techniques or conscious breathing or the yoga breath, which I'll introduce you to, that will allow your brain and your body to relax, to not feel like it's under a state of stress. So let's begin. You can either start in a seated position or laying down on your back. If you're sitting, make sure that you're on a sturdy chair with a firm bottom so that your feet are firmly planted on the ground. So you might have to move forward and just put a few pillows behind your back. Your width, your knees are about hip width distance apart. Just relax your shoulders, close your eyes and connect to your breath. If you're laying on your back, allow your legs to fall to the side. Your feet flop open. Allow your arms to extend out to the side as well, your palms facing up. Close your eyes. Now connect to your breath. Breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. Observe if there's any discomfort or limitation either in the inhale or exhale. And you want to create a circular pattern with your breath so that your inhale flows into your exhale and your exhale flows into your inhale. Now create an intention. Bring awareness to something that you're working on in your life or something you would like. It could be something physical, like motivation and energy, more flexibility, strength. Or it might be something non-physical, like inner peace, perspective, awareness. So just keep that intention with you as you move through the breathing exercises today. Now we'll incorporate the yoga breath or the Ujjayi breath. As you breathe in through your nose, allow air to linger at the back of your throat on the exhale. So your breath now is a bit deeper, it's stronger, it's intentional. And the exhales will start to sound like water coming in and out along the shoreline. And keep this circular, strong, purposeful breath going. And I invite you to place one hand on your chest and one hand on your belly. Creating a connection. You can press one finger at a time into your chest or into your belly, feeling the intensity, the different pressure points as you make contact with the skin. Keep your breath flowing in through your nose, exhaling out through your nose. Good. Now wiggle your fingers and your toes. Before you open your eyes, just observe your body. Are there sensations that are new or different or that have changed in your body? Are there any emotions or feelings that have surfaced? As you open your eyes, I invite you to pause the recording and jot down anything that's come up for you. Welcome back. If you had this on pause, the next breath is movement. We'll explore how the breath is different and how it helps us as we move, because it will allow blood flow and oxygen to move throughout the body and the brain. When we move, we also release endorphins, which help us feel good. Let's practice bringing the Ujjayi breath that we were doing, that yoga breath, through a flow sequence. So you can sit or stand. If you're seated, as a reminder, ensure that your feet are planted on the ground. You're about hip width distance apart. Put a few pillows behind your back so that you're comfortable. If you're standing, you can stand hip width distance apart. Plant your toe knuckle and your toes and your heel into the ground. You create a connection with the earth or the ground or the mat, whatever you're on right now. Bring that Ujjayi breath back, bring it alive, breathing in through your nose and out through your nose. Keep your intention mindful. Now, if you can, activate the back of your throat so that it makes an HA sound, like water coming in and out of the shoreline. If you're standing, roll your shoulders back, drop your arms by your side, palms facing forward. Close your eyes and feel the strength and stability of this pose. In Sanskrit, Tadasana means mountain pose. And if you're seated, you can rest your hands on your lap, palms facing up. pose of openness and receiving. Okay, so now that your breath is strong and energized, from your waist, inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Feel the extension from your ribs under your armpits, reaching up high. Spread your fingers wide. You can turn your gaze to look up to your fingers if you want. You can close your eyes to keep the journey inward. Keep that breath going throughout movement. Exhale, grab onto your left wrist and side bend over to your right. Roll your left shoulder back so that you're feeling the stretch on your left side body. Good. Inhale, come back up through center. Reach up nice and tall. Exhale, switch wrists. Side bend over to your left. Roll your right shoulder back. So you're not leaning forward, you're reaching over to the left side. Feel the stretch on your right side body. Good. Inhale, reach your arms back up, reach tall. Exhale, fold forward. Bring your hands down by your feet if you're standing and stay there. If you're seated, you can rest your chest on your thighs. You can put a pillow in between on your thighs, between your thighs and chest for a little extra support. If you're standing, grab onto your elbows and allow your upper body to be heavy. Keep breathing deep. In through your nose and out through your nose. Now this pose might be a bit challenging because depending how close your chest is to your thigh, it might be more difficult because you're compressing your lungs. But just breathe through this challenge. No different than any challenge that might show up in life. You can move through or breathe through it to the best that you can. If you're standing, try to straighten your legs behind your knees. Plant your big toe knuckle into the mat, into the floor. Feel the stretch in the back of your legs. With every exhale, letting your back lengthen and stretch down towards your hands. Nice, deep, strong, purposeful breaths. Good. Now as you come up, take about 5 or 6, 7 breaths, go nice and slow. I want you to walk your fingers up your legs. You're coming up to standing, but go slow, stacking vertebrae, vertebrae on top of one another. Nice and slow, strong, purposeful breaths until you come up to sitting tall or standing tall to mountain pose. Roll your shoulders back. The soles of your feet are firmly planted down. Close your eyes. Observe how you're feeling. How is this different than the first exercise that we did? Are there any sensations in your body? invite you to pause the recording and take down any notes.